Okay, thank you for watching the first lesson, and this is the second lesson, and this one will be about integers, booleans, and strings. And it's pretty simple, and if you didn't go out and open up Roblox Studio and practice what I told you to practice last lesson, then get the hell doing that before you continue this video. Otherwise, eventually you'll get a bad habit and you'll just be confused as hell. I mean, if you understand it, that's fine. You don't have to do it, but you should still do it. I mean, it's good practice. Come on. You got to get that juicy part in. Juicy little lemon part. Yeah. Okay, anyways. So, I told you we're going to be doing integers, booleans, and strings. Basically just telling you what those are. You already know them though, except for strings. So, this right here is an integer. An integer is basically any number. I mean, on Roblox, an integer can be a decimal, it can be a negative number, it can be positive, it can be a whole number, just any goddamn number, okay? Does not matter. Now, booleans are just true and false values. So, like anchored, all these checkboxes, basically. And a string is basically any set of characters, which I'll show you right here. So let's go ahead and do game.workspace.part, and we're gonna be changing the material. And the material is a string basically, because it's just a word. So dot material is equal to, I'm gonna set this equal to glass, I guess. Glass. So a string has to be inside of these are these quotation marks? I don't know what they're called. I have a low vocabulary. I'm sorry. I grew up in a field. But yeah. So that's a string. And inside of these you can put anything you want. I mean, again, it's just a word, it's a set of characters. It can be like a whole phrase, it can be a sentence, a paragraph, whatever the hell you want. Does not matter. Just like your life. So it can be like blah blah blah, or you can put whatever you want inside of it. Now, as for this situation, since we're changing the material, it has to be equal to one of these values. You can't just do window. I don't think there's anything called a window. You can't do that. It will come out with an error because you don't have that option. So yeah. So glass. We're gonna make this into glass. So if you see material, you can scroll through. You can see that there's something called glass, and you're not going to get an error. So if I go ahead and click play here, it's going to turn into glass. Boom, shakalaka, it's glass. Okay. Now, brick color is not a string value. You can see it's not. Well, I mean, it kind of looks like it is, but it's got this little box right here. So you're like, that's a box value. Not really, but it's not a string. This is an object value. You can't just say workspace. You'll get an error. Shape is probably the only other thing we can change with the string. So if we just copy this crap and set it equal to, or do the shape, and we can make this into a ball like that, because shape is a string. So yeah. So now we got a non-collidable transparent glass ball, all thanks to our script. So I want you to go ahead and practice that. And this was a pretty quick video, but I just don't want to confuse you. So it's pretty simple. Just go ahead, practice changing all of these properties that are an integer, just a number, a boolean, check marks or true false values, and strings that are just words. So go ahead and do that. And then go on to my lesson 3, which we'll be getting into more stuff than just this. Simple video this was.